In this video, I'll be talking about the basic qualifications required to become an astronaut, the most common career trajectory of NASA and ESA astronauts, as well as the kind of training that they have to undergo once they are selected as astronauts. So if you're interested in all this, keep on watching. According to a study, 18% of kids in India aspire to be astronauts when they grow up. This number soars to 28% in China and a little low to 11% in the United States. Astronaut is one of the most sought after career paths when it comes to children, probably because the job of the astronaut is literally out of this world. Since 1961, when Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space, over 562 people have crossed the Kármán line at a height of 100 kilometers from the surface of the Earth, where space is set to officially begin. Out of these 562, 12 have stepped on the moon, and as of recording this video, 6 astronauts are orbiting around the Earth on board the International Space Station. An astronaut is an individual who is trained to travel in a spacecraft. The word astronaut was traditionally reserved for American citizens in space. This was also adopted by the European Space Agency. However, Russia calls its space travelers cosmonauts, India calls them gaganauts, while the Mandarin word taikonaut is used by China. To avoid any sort of confusion, I'll be referring to all of these as astronauts in this video. There are different types of astronauts. Before the year 2004, astronauts were trained and employed by government agencies all over the world. But all this changed with the flight of Spaceship One. This was a commercial airplane developed for suborbital flight, and it gave commercial pilots the opportunity to also be called as astronauts. Well, we've come a long way from 2004 to 2021, where Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa is offering 8 seats on board SpaceX's Starship, which is traveling to the moon in the year 2024. If you want to know more about this, go to dearmoon.earth. Astronauts are segmented based on the roles that they play during the mission. They can be broadly classified into crew commanders, pilots, and mission specialists. Crew commanders generally hail from military or air force background owing to the job description. Mission specialist, as the name suggests, depends on that particular mission. Generally, physicists, engineers, biologists, or doctors take up this position. Pilots also hail from Air Force background owing to their previous skills and experiences. Now, let's talk about the reason why you probably clicked on this video. What are the qualifications required to become an astronaut, or how can you become an astronaut? According to NASA's 2020 guidelines, these are the 4 criteria that you need to satisfy if you want to apply to their astronaut class. You need to be a citizen of the United States. Now, this applies to any government agency that's going to fly you into space. So for ESA, you need to be a citizen of their member states. For India, you need to be an Indian citizen. For China, you need to be a Chinese citizen. For Russia, you need to be a Russian citizen. You must have at least a master's degree in a STEM field. So science, tech, engineering, or mathematics. You must have at least 2 years of related professional experience in a STEM field. Now, this can include you further working in academia towards your PhD. Or you need to have 1,000 hours of pilot in command flight of a jet aircraft. Finally, you also need to pass NASA's astronaut candidate physical examination. So, if you are able to satisfy all of these criteria, you will probably be shortlisted for the next round of their astronaut selection. A huge factor considered during astronaut selection is the physical and psychological health of the candidate. The microgravity, isolation, and confinement can have adverse effects on the bodies and minds of astronauts. They are highly susceptible to health risks like immunodeficiency, barotrauma, loss of bone and muscle mass, loss of eyesight, sleep disturbance, and radiation injury. The selection committee has to choose candidates that are capable of enduring astronaut training for the next 2 years, and then after that are able to work in the adverse conditions of outer space. The space agencies don't reveal the nature of the physical and psychological tests that the candidates have to go through, but it is assumed to be similar to military and air force tests. Physical endurance is another key factor. According to former ISS commander Chris Hadfield, astronauts have a calm, composed, and calculating demeanor. It is necessary for them to remain calm in high-stress situations and work with their crewmates to get the job done. The Psych Eval panel conducts tests and interviews to look for any previous psychological or behavioral issues. The most common rejections have come on the basis of marital issues, personality disorder, physical abuse, or drug abuse. Jamie Barrett, a psychologist on NASA's 2013 astronaut evaluation panel, described that an ideal astronaut candidate will have qualities like being a good neighbor, having very good social skills, someone who's easygoing but also very resilient. That's it. If you check all of those boxes, you can apply to become an astronaut. But your troubles don't exactly end there. In the year 2017, NASA selected 12 astronaut candidates out of the 18,300 applications that they received. That makes their acceptance rate at less than 0.06%. Once selected to become an astronaut, candidates have to undergo astronaut training for a period of 2 years and then patiently wait for their chance to go to space. Sometimes this can take as long as a decade before a selected astronaut gets to go on their maiden spaceflight. Once you actually cross the Kármán line, you are then awarded your astronaut wings, and that's when you can officially be called as an astronaut. So that's it. That's how you become an astronaut. If you're a citizen of the United States, the European nations, Russia, China, India, or Japan, your country has a space program that can actually send you into space. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.